Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today is Cyber Monday, which means many of you will be rushing online to get yourself a good bargain. So I thought I would take a look and see what the history of Cyber Monday is, because it's kind of a new thing here in the UK. And I don't know about you, but for me, well, it's not something which automatically comes to my mind. It's something which I rely on the media to tell me about. For those of you who don't know what Cyber Monday is, it's a shopping event that usually lasts for 24 hours, and it's created to encourage customers to shop online. It falls on the first Monday after Thanksgiving, and customers can purchase products with discounts on that day. So it's a little bit like Black Friday, except that we could say that it's more related to computers. Now, Black Friday itself isn't really something which rolls off the tongue. It's something kind of new here in the UK. And one thing it did for me is it made me aware of Thanksgiving, because I didn't really know that existed either. Many people think that the English speaking world is all the same, that we have the same holidays, the same celebrations, but actually, nothing could be farther from the truth. We are very, very different. Now, let me just give you a kind of parallel comparison. When I was growing up, I used to like watching Spanish TV because I was learning Spanish even back then. But even though I watched Mexican TV shows and Spanish TV shows and cartoons from different parts of the Spanish world, I just thought it was all Spanish from Spain. So when I finally did go to Spain for the first time, I was kind of surprised. I was thinking, where's the sombreros? Where's the cactus? You know? And I soon realized that what I'd been watching wasn't a real representation of one country. It was a representation of many countries, and well, like most things in the media, it was kind of given to me like a prism, or looking through a glass rather darkly. It didn't really reflect what any country was like anyway. So it's kind of the same for you when you're learning English, you know. You might be surprised to learn that we don't have Thanksgiving. We also, until very recently, didn't have Black Friday either, or Cyber Monday. About Cyber Monday, well, these words first appeared in 2005 by a particular website. And the idea was that after Thanksgiving, people tried to buy things for Black Friday, particularly computer products, and couldn't find them. And then all weekend they continued shopping. And by the time Monday came, it was clear they couldn't find what they wanted. So marketing companies realized this would be a perfect opportunity for them to step in and provide discounts on that day. Because in the old days, people didn't have access to smartphones, tablets, and high speed internet. They had to wait for the beginning of the working week to use office computers to shop online. So that's how it kind of started. People would look to shop on Black Friday and then on the weekend afterwards, and then by the time they got online on Monday, the sales had finished. Some people also say that Cyber Monday came because of the unpleasant experiences people had during the weekend after Thanksgiving. Now, it doesn't say here that they actually had unpleasant experiences at Thanksgiving, but I would guess that's a lot to do with it as well. You know, British people and American people were not really so comfortable with big family events. Now, Americans are much better at this than we are because they like to show the money they have, they like to really splash out and spend a lot. But British people, we are a little bit more reserved with this. And many of us really don't have good relationships with our families. Americans are much better with family celebrations, generally speaking. But British people, well, sometimes we just stop trying. And because of that, Christmas and these kind of things becomes rather a sad affair because we think of the people who aren't there, maybe because of arguments, maybe because of family problems, or maybe just because of death. And when Christmas is finished, many of us breathe a big sigh of relief. For most families here, especially those who drink alcohol, Christmas evening can be very difficult. You've spent all day with the family, including ones that you might not get along so well with. After you've drank some alcohol, your tongue gets a bit loose, and the next thing you know, there's fights. The way psychologists describe this is you put all the people in a room together and the system switches on. The behaviors that we had when we first met those people all come to light, and it really makes a very uncomfortable day. Now, I'm not sure whether it's because of the changing times or whether people are different these days, but things, at least for Americans, appear to be very joyful. They're able to overlook this kind of stuff. I would say in Britain it's not quite so easy. I think maybe we've just become more accustomed to being alone. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? But many of us at Christmas time will just close the doors, will cook a nice dinner, watch some TV. Some people might even drink alone and wait for the day to pass. It's a day now, I think, which most people don't welcome. If you have kids, it's great. But apart from that, well, no. Speaking about Cyber Monday, though, I think there's some wonderful benefits to it if you're looking to shop online. In the UK, our sales all begin on the 26th of December. Sometimes on the 25th as well with some shops. We're now living in what can be described as a post-religious country. So, any celebration of Christmas is purely secular. In the old days, I remember Easter Sunday was a big day when everything was shut, just like Christmas Day. But now, all the shops are open on Easter Sunday, and it's no longer a special day. And I think very soon Christmas is going to be the same. People want to get back to normal, and they don't really want to be blackmailed by emotion at this time of the year. Blackmail, by the way, means when someone holds information and uses it to extract information or money from you. Christmas is a wonderful time, but these days it's very, very consumerist. So, on this Cyber Monday, I hope you don't spend too much money. Now, let's go over some adjectives that can describe sales and bargains at this time of year. Well, the first one, which of course is reflecting Cyber Monday is digital, reflecting its online nature, because Black Monday is a day where you buy things online. Although many high street stores here, which sell computer products, will also be trying to sell you things. Discounts, or discounted to use the adjective, highlighting the significant price reductions. Hectic, reflecting the high demand and fast-paced nature of these things. Exclusive, of course, they'll be trying to tell you that it's the only shop in town which can give you a bargain. Time sensitive, which emphasizes the limited duration of offers, because usually by the end of the day, these prices will be gone. Global, because it's all across the globe, as far as I can see. Trendy, reflecting its popularity. It's very fashionable these days and trendy to have a sale like this. Competitive, due to intense competition among retailers. Overwhelming, because of the vast array of choices and deals available. So there we are. That's some adjectives which reflects Cyber Monday or Black Friday. Now let's just do some others which aren't digital. So the Christmas period generally, as well as other periods, we can describe them as being bustling. And that's all about the busy and crowded nature of stores and the shopping areas. Seasonal, of course, because it's reflected just after Christmas time, and it's the same with Thanksgiving, which comes just before Cyber Monday. So there's usually a holiday season attached to these sales. Substantial, because you can get some good substantial discounts. Traditional, of course, because on the 26th of December, which, by the way, British people call Boxing Day. I've no idea why they do that. And I think Irish people call it St. Stephen's Day. I've no idea what Americans call it. So every year is like this. So it's kind of expected. So that makes it a tradition. Eagerly anticipated, because people want to move on from Christmas quite quickly. Diverse, representing the wide range of products on sale. And the list goes on. I suppose expansive, indicating the large scale of participation by retailers. Maybe limited, because these sales only last for a short time. They start on the 26th of December, and then they continue usually into January, and they're referred to as the January sales. And there we are. So that's some adjectives to describe sales. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And whatever way you do this, try to be happy. This time of year of Christmas and Thanksgiving and everything else, if you do celebrate them, they can be very, very hard on your mind and very stressful. So just make sure that you take some time to relax and regather your thoughts together before you rush out to spend more money for yet another relative that perhaps you'd forgotten about. There we are. So, see you all soon. Bye.